Punta Cana has over 50 all-inclusive resorts, with new ones opening every year, and choosing the right one for your vacation can be very stressful.
That's where the idea for this video was born. We took the most reviewed and top-rated Punta Cana resorts from popular booking sites and boiled them down to 9. We'll give you our take on these 9 hotels to see if they're worth a visit or if you should not believe the hype and skip them altogether.
Breathless Punta Cana. Breathless Punta Cana is an adults-only resort located in Uvero Alto, about 45 minutes away from the Punta Cana International Airport.
The beach in Uvero Alto is not the prettiest looking. Nevertheless, it has charm as it seems more natural and unspoiled than the picture-perfect beaches you've probably seen online about Punta Cana.
What did we like and didn't like about the Breathless Punta Cana?
We liked that the beach area seating was plentiful, and there was plenty of shade from palm trees and palapas. We didn't like that this beach used to be vendor-free, but we noticed many beach vendors this time around. We also liked the pools. The first one is small to medium-sized and is where all the partying happens. Loud music constantly plays and the entertainment team did a great job getting everyone in a party mood. We didn't like the limited seating in this pool, and people resorted to sitting in the nearby grass area. The second pool is close to the beach. It's the hotel's main pool, about 3 times the size of the party pool. Due to its size, it's great for swimming. We liked the variety of restaurants. For dinner, there are 7 cuisine types to choose from: Italian, Latino, Mediterranean, Pan-Asian, French food, and grill. We didn't like that not all restaurants were open every day. We also didn't like how the specialty restaurant venues were sections of the buffet restaurant seating area, which offered little variety scenery-wise. We liked the night show and the hotel's entertainment. Breathless Punta Cana is light on amenities. However, one of its biggest selling points is that you can use the amenities at its sister resort, Dreams Onyx. Both hotels share the same grounds, so it's one big property. One thing to note is that the Onyx is not only for adults, so you'll share its amenities with families. We liked that the hotel was recently renovated and especially showed in the modern and well-decorated room.
Will we go back to Breathless Punta Cana?
We paid $540 for one night for the 2 of us. At that price, we would not return as there are better adults-only resorts in that price range. That said, we'd gladly return at a cheaper price, especially since you basically have 2 resorts in one.
Dreams Macao Punta Cana. This hotel is located in Macao Beach, about 38 minutes away from Punta Cana Airport.
Dreams Macao is the only hotel on this beach, so you pretty much have it for yourself. However, locals visit the beach on the weekends and it can get crowded. We liked the coffee shop and the Barefoot Grill, which had great snack options. Dreams Macao also has a good roster of restaurants for dinner. There are French, Mexican, Japanese, Italian, seafood and grill restaurants. Unlike Breathless, each restaurant has a dedicated space which adds variety to one's stay. Although Hyatt owns both hotels and the prices were similar, the food at Dreams Macao was better than Breathless. We liked the ocean view from the main pool. However, we didn't like the pool's design very much, as many shallow areas make it somewhat difficult to enjoy. There are 2 other pools besides the main pool, but they are only for preferred club members, which we found off-putting.
It made us feel like we were paying for a lesser resort experience.
Dreams Macao Beach also has a water park area. There are 7 slides, none of which is extreme. We had a good time sliding down the different slides, but our favorite part of the park was the lazy river. The river had a strong current and plenty of floaties. However, it didn't have waterfalls or water cannons, which lazy rivers in other hotels have.
Over the years, we become wary of online reviews as we've seen an increase in fake reviews that aim to increase a hotel's ranking. That's one reason we're excited to work with Planning.com, the sponsor of today's video. Planning is a travel booking site with a new approach. They work with travel experts and creators like ourselves to recommend our favorite hotels, stays, and experiences on their platform. This is a clever workaround to fake reviews, as you get recommendations from a carefully selected group of trusted people who create authentic and trustworthy travel content. Discover our top hotel recommendations and save up to 40% of 2 million plus hotels worldwide. Plus, discover new experiences, excursions, and activities when you sign up for free on Planning. Sign up using the link in the description or scanning the QR code on the screen here.
Dreams Macao is pretty new, so everything is in good condition. We really liked our room. It was spacious, well organized, well decorated, and had a great view.
When we go back to Dreams Macao Beach,
we enjoyed our stay at this hotel, but at $209 per person per night, we should have had access to at least one more pool. Next time, we'd wait for a price decrease to upgrade our room and get access to the other pools.
Lopesan, Costa Bavaro. Lopesan is located 23 minutes away from the Punta Cana airport.
It's one of the most famous and beautiful beaches in Punta Cana, and it's among the top 20 beaches in the world according to a ranking by Tripadvisor. We liked the pools at Lopesan. Its infinity pool is one of our favorite pools in Punta Cana, although it was a bit noisy the last time we were there. Behind the infinity pool, you'll find the Caribbean and Atlantico pools, which are much smaller. 3 more pools complete the Lopesan's offering: Bavaro pool, tropical pool for unique guests, and an adults-only pool. Lopesan's size works for and against it. It is massive, so it's full of amenities that provide a lot of variety during your stay. However, be prepared to walk a lot as the resort has no transportation. We loved our room. After visiting 28 Punta Cana hotels, it's still one of our favorites. The only negative is the bathroom configuration, where the toilet area doesn't feel very private. Being such a massive resort, Lopesan has many restaurants and snack places, such as ice cream and coffee shops. The entertainment team is excellent, putting on great shows at the hotel's theater.
Will we go back to Lopesan?
At $150 per person per night, we would return without thinking twice. We would gladly pay more as it would be worth it.
Live Aqua Punta Cana. Live Aqua Punta Cana is also located in Bavaro Alto, and it's a 39-minute drive from the airport.
Live Aqua is a small, adults-only resort that caters especially to couples. We saw a few couples celebrating anniversaries or having romantic dinners, and the hotel did a good job of accommodating these special occasions. The beach area was super well organized and clean. The sand was raked, so it was nice and even. The vegetation was nicely groomed. We've stayed at 4 resorts in Bavaro Alto, and this was by far the best beach area we've seen. We give 2 thumbs up to the Live Aqua. The resort has excellent pool coverage. 5 pools are for general use, 4 halfway between the lobby and the beach. The main pool is closer to the beach and is bigger and deeper. Finding available lounge chairs in this area is challenging. The grounds are beautiful. You feel like you're in the middle of a tropical garden. The Live Aqua is what we'd call a boutique hotel, so it's not heavy on amenities. It is also light on nightlife. If you're looking for an active, amenity-packed hotel, the Live Aqua is not for you. Guests looking for a peaceful and relaxed stay will feel at home. We really liked the food during our stay. Breakfast at the Liberty Buffet was super good. The buffet is not super big, but it has an excellent variety.
The buffet is not open for lunch daily, which we didn't like.
For dinner, you have 4 cuisine options: Mexican, Italian, Asian, and French. Snacks are great. Our favorite spot was the sports bar, where they served a delicious pizza. Service was outstanding. Live Aqua has one of the friendlier staff members we've encountered. The room looked great. It was modern, the furniture was beautiful and stylish, and there was lots of natural light and space. On the negative side, we were not fans of the room's layout, and there was a sewer-like smell throughout our stay.
Will we go back to Live Aqua?
Even though the room's smell put a damper on our stay, at just $174 per person per night, we would give the Live Aqua a second chance. The hotel is gorgeous and has a spa vibe we'd like to experience again.
Sanctuary Cap Cana. This hotel is located in the exclusive Cap Cana area, about 16 minutes away from the airport.
We waited a long time to stay at the Sanctuary Cap Cana, specifically its exclusive adults-only castle section. When we could finally afford it, we splurged on a swim-out suite. This hotel is among the best we've been to, and if you're looking for something unique, the castle will not disappoint. Every nook and cranny is beautifully decorated, and the architecture exudes tasteful luxury. The Sanctuary Cap Cana complex is medium-sized and has 4 room categories: colonial suites, luxury suites, the villa collection, and the castle. Each category has a unique theme and design. Under the Marriott brand, these are like mini hotels on the same property. We booked a Castle Junior Suite swim out. It was our first time paying for an upgraded room in a Punta Cana resort, and we loved it. We especially loved how they maintained the castle theme inside the room with clever details like stone walls, polished stone floors, and period furniture. However, it also felt modern and chic. The resort excels in its culinary offer. It has a buffet restaurant where breakfast and lunch are served. For dinner, there are 4 specialty restaurants that require a reservation. In addition to the specialty restaurants, you'll find 5 more food joints in Sanctuary Town. Sanctuary Town is an area within the hotel complex that comes alive at night from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., greatly expanding the resort's culinary offer. As guests of the castle, we had exclusive access to its pool overlooking the ocean. 5 more pools are on the property, varying in shape, size, and depth, which gives excellent diversity for all tastes. The beach is not the hotel's strong point, so if the beach is the most important aspect of a resort for you, you might need to find a different hotel.
Will we go back to Sanctuary Cap Cana?
In a heartbeat, even though it is not cheap at $328 per person per night, it is totally worth the money. Some hotels have an it factor that differentiates them from the rest, and the castle has it.
Barcelo Bavaro Palace. Like the Lopesan, the Barcelo Bavaro Palace is also located on Bavaro Beach, one of the best beaches in Punta Cana.
A clever thing they do is give you a pager at check-in that notifies you when your room is ready, which is very convenient. Like Lopesan, this is another massive resort with a lot of amenities. We loved the Carré lobby bar. It was beautifully decorated and had lovely piano music in the background. The taste and variety of the buffet restaurants were excellent. In addition to the buffets, you have 7 specialty restaurants. All the restaurants are in the same area and are easy to navigate. The trains that take you around the resort are very convenient. They run from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. at reliable intervals and are crucial for getting around the property. Strikers, the 24/7 sports bar, is a great place to hang out and grab a quick snack. We really liked El Cielo, which is Spanish for heaven. El Cielo is a small and secluded section for guests over 18. The hotel is beautiful, the vegetation is fully grown and lush, and the hotel grounds are well groomed and maintained. The Barcelo complex has a tropical feeling, making it a beautiful property with an intrinsic Dominican feel. We loved the pool variety. The Bavaro Palace has a wide selection of pools, from 2 super big pools overlooking the beach, one with a pool bar, to a tiny kiddie pool for the family's youngest members. The Barcelo water park supplements this kiddie pool, but an extra fee applies to enjoy this attraction. Finally, there is a pool for lap swimming beside one of the big pools. It is not Olympic-sized, but you can have a great workout in it. In addition to these pools, you have Pirates Island, an included small water park. One of the hotel's weakest points is the room's condition. It felt outdated, worn down, and dirty. The hotel is so popular that it can get very crowded, to the point of being uncomfortable.
When we go back to Barcelo Bavaro Palace,
we paid $150 per person per night. The hotel is a steal at this price. However, it can become much more expensive during high season, and the value for money ratio can suffer. We want to try an upgraded room to see if this improves our overall experience.
Hard Rock Punta Cana. Hard Rock Punta Cana is located about 33 minutes away from the airport, on a stunningly beautiful beach.
The water is gorgeous, and to be honest, the footage doesn't show just how electric its blue color is. It is rougher than in other areas of Punta Cana. The Hard Rock is hands down the best resort we've stayed in Punta Cana regarding food flavor and variety. Foodies will feel right at home. The number of pools this resort has is crazy. There are 13 pools scattered around the hotel grounds, which was a good strategy due to the massive size of the property. It is an immense hotel, likely the biggest resort in the Dominican Republic, and its size could be an issue for people with mobility issues. Getting around involves a lot of walking, so come prepared. Some trains take you around the property, and we found them reliable. You may also rent golf carts during your stay. We booked a Caribbean Suite Double, the cheapest room type, and we fell in love with it from the moment we opened the door.
This is Ari's favorite resort room in Punta Cana and my second favorite.
Waiting in line was an inescapable reality at the Hard Rock. There were lines at the buffet, the bars, the coffee shop, and the restaurants, some of which were too small for a hotel this size. Lines were common throughout our stay. However, we must credit the staff since they kept them moving fast. Hard Rock is another amenity-packed resort. Many paid and included activities guarantee you won't get bored. We especially liked the water park. We had a lot of fun sliding down the different slides, and only one remained unconquered. Nightlife is active and fun, with something different planned for every night and every taste. However, we found the night shows to be lackluster.
When we go back to Hard Rock Punta Cana,
even though it's not cheap at $250 per person per night, we felt we got our money's worth. We would return to Hard Rock Punta Cana even at a higher price per night.
Riu Republica. The Riu Republica is located in Arena Gorda, about 29 minutes away from the Punta Cana International Airport.
In our opinion, the Arena Gorda area has one of the most beautiful beaches in Punta Cana. Riu Republica is the cheapest resort on this list, which greatly works in its favor. A handful of Punta Cana resorts are for only adults, and the Riu Republica takes full advantage of this restricted status. There's always a party going on somewhere in the resort. The crowd skews younger, so the atmosphere is livelier than in most resorts in the area. The hotel also hosts 4 mega parties weekly off-site, the famous Riu parties. We went to 2 of these parties, and it was the most intense, fun, and entertaining parties we've experienced in any Punta Cana resort. You must board a hotel bus to the Riu party, and the lines are crazy. We liked the hotel's pool variety, especially the different atmospheres. If you're looking for music and a party, there's a pool for you. If you're looking to relax or swim, there's also a pool for you. However, 2 pools specifically didn't feel very clean to us. The walls had green slime, making us leave those pools and not use them again. Considering the price, the food at Riu Republica is varied and tasty. There are 2 buffet restaurants and 6 specialty restaurants that don't require reservations for dinner.
Ari and I are not big drinkers, and even we noticed that the drinks were watered down.
They blend many cocktails with ice, and you can't taste much alcohol. Being a party hotel, the Riu Republica needs to do better regarding the drinks. The resort has a water park on site. Although it is not big, it's very fun. The room was our least favorite part of the Republica. On the positive side, it was super clean, well illuminated and distributed. On the negative side, it feels worn down and poorly maintained. The staff at the Riu Republica was super friendly. During our stay, we didn't encounter a single grumpy employee. Everyone from check-in to check-out was friendly and always eager to help.
Will we go back to Riu Republica?
We paid just $104 per person per night, and the value for money is superb at this price. We would return to the Riu Republica, but take advantage of its low price to upgrade to a better room.
Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana. We moved from the cheapest resort on this list to the most expensive.
The Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana opened in 2019 and is one of the newest resorts in Punta Cana. It is located in the exclusive Cap Cana area, just 15 minutes from the airport. The Zilara is nestled in Juanillo Beach, which is easily one of the top beaches in DR when it's free of seaweed. This adults-only hotel is gorgeous, with beautiful vegetation and impeccable gardens. Its modern architecture, design, and decoration give all areas of the hotel a luxurious vibe. It shares its grounds with the family-friendly Hyatt Ziva Resort. They're situated right next to each other and make a W shape on the map. If you're staying in the Zilara, you can use all the amenities of the Ziva. Some people don't like that both resorts share some amenities, like the gym, theater, and sports bar, which breaks the adults-only status of the Zilara. Pool options on the Zilara side are limited. The main pool overlooks the beach and is beautiful. Two large jacuzzis flank this pool. One is ambient temperature and the other has hot water. An additional pool is available for club-level guests. You must book a room in the club category to access this pool and other club guests-only spaces. From the moment we entered our room, we loved everything about it. The colors, decoration, lighting, distribution, and the view. It became John's favorite Punta Cana hotel room. The Zilara Cap Cana has 6 restaurants to choose from. One is the Pier Buffet, and 5 specialty restaurants with cuisines like French Polynesian, Indian, Peruvian Caribbean, and steakhouse.
The food is excellent, especially the buffet, the most varied we've seen in a Punta Cana resort.
Overall, the Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana is not big on entertainment, as it offers more of an upscale, tranquil getaway. The fire pits are lit at night, and people gather around them to hang out. On one of our nights there, we experienced a silent disco party near this area.
Will we go back to the Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana?
Absolutely yes. Even though we had to open our wallets, we felt it was worth every penny.
Watch this video next to see which Punta Cana resorts we will not go back to.